You know what nobody tells you? Having no friends doesn't mean you're broken. It often means you're one of the few people who refuse to break yourself, just to fit in. And that choice? It came with a loneliness, yes. But it also came with power most people never get to develop. If you've gone months or years without close friends, this video isn't here to fix you. Because honestly, you don't need fixing. What you need is to understand the 5 hidden strengths you've been building in silence. Strengths most people will never develop because they're too busy collecting followers instead of finding themselves. Let's get into it. Strength 1. An unshakable internal world. Here's what truly happens when you spend real time alone. You're forced to become your own best company, and in doing that, you build something rare. A rich, unshakable internal world. While everyone else needs constant noise and distraction just to feel okay, you've learned to sit with yourself, to think, to process, to hear thoughts most people never get quiet enough to notice. Studies show prolonged solitude enhances reflection and creativity. Your brain literally forms different neural pathways when silence becomes familiar. Most people panic when they're alone for an hour. You're comfortable for days. That's not loneliness, that's freedom. You've built a universe inside your own mind, and that's something nobody can take from you. And when the outside world collapses, which it will eventually, you'll still have yourself. That's a foundation most people never build. Strength 2. You read. People like a book. Here's something you probably never said out loud, but you felt it. When you don't have friends, you become an observer, and observers see everything. You notice the micro expressions. The tone shifts, the energy drops, the fake smiles. You spot lies before the words even land. Research shows that when people spend long periods alone, the brain becomes sharper at recognizing patterns and emotional cues. You walk into a room and instantly sense what nobody says out loud. Who's genuine, who's anxious, who's pretending, who's dangerous. This isn't paranoia. This is pattern recognition on steroids. You don't get fooled easily anymore. You see red flags before others even notice the colour red. You're not antisocial. You're just playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Strength 3. Master level self-reliance. Let me ask you something. When something goes wrong in your life, who do you call? If your honest answer is myself, congratulations. You've developed a strength most people talk about but never actually build. Most people rely on others for emotional stability. They need someone to vent to, someone to validate them, someone to tell them they're okay. But you've become your own support system. Psychologists call this self-regulation and autonomous functioning, the ability to soothe yourself, motivate yourself, and solve your own problems. You didn't choose this path, life forced you into it. And you adapted. You've become the anchor in your own storm, and once you have that, nobody can break you. Strength 4. Your standards protect you. Here's what most people misunderstand about you. They think you have no friends because you're difficult, picky, or cold. But the truth is simpler. You refuse to settle for shallow connections. Research shows the quality of relationships matters infinitely more than quantity. You're not avoiding people, you're avoiding empty conversations and empty people. You can't fake interest. You can't pretend something feels right when it doesn't. You can't tolerate spaces where nothing real is being said. Instead of forcing yourself to fit in, you chose to wait. That takes more courage than anything. And when you finally do connect with someone, it's real, heavy, meaningful, not performative nonsense. Your standards aren't too high. Most people's standards are just too low. Strength 5. You know who you are. Here's the final strength, and it's the one most people never reach. When you don't have friends, you're forced to confront a brutal question. Who are you when nobody's watching? Most people never answer that. They're never alone long enough to even hear the question. They define themselves through social circles, status, trends, remove their audience, and they collapse. But you had no audience, so you were forced to meet your real self. You learned what you value, not what you're supposed to value. You discovered what matters to you, not what trends tell you should matter. Solitude didn't strip you of identity, it exposed it. You didn't lose friends, you lost illusions. And that clarity, that's real power. So if you recognized yourself in these 5 strengths, hear this clearly. You're not less than. You're not damaged. You're not behind. You just chose a path. Most people are too scared to walk. And yes, it's been lonely. But you built something unbreakable while you were out there. The kind of strength that only forms in silence. Now tell me, which strength hit you the hardest? Comment it below. Your answer might be exactly what someone else needs tonight. If this changed how you see yourself, hit subscribe. We talk about the psychology behind the things most people hide. And remember, walking alone doesn't mean you're lost. Sometimes it means you're finally on the right path.